Can anybody hear me? Just a second, I'm still making coffee. Meteors. YouTube. Why is there a bracket after it? No. YouTube. Technology. Sounds good, great. Cool. Oh, we don't need audio here. Hi. In front of the new Wall of Fame. I wanted to do an announcement for the Friday Night Live, but I didn't. Let's see. Can I get this a bit bigger maybe? No? Oh yeah. It's working. Hi from Munich. Hi Claudia. Sound is good. Good. The wall looks great. Thank you very much. It was some work though. And I postponed it for long enough because like when we took it off in the other room, this was like last year already. So it couldn't wait any longer actually. It was long overdue. Where's the rest of my comment? This is not working. I cannot zoom in here. Hello from Grenoble? No idea where that is. Catherine. Hi Jasper from sunny Liverpool. Sunny Liverpool? Oh. Enjoy while it lasts. Hello from Venlo. Venlo in Holland. Did you guys ever, for those of you who like peanut butter, did you ever try peanut butter in coffee? It's like a crazy burst of taste in your mouth. Hi from the UK. The UK. How's things in the UK? Hola. Hola, Antonio. Sweden. Hello, Jean. Toronto. That's Canada, right? I hear a lot of people who are not happy with Canada nowadays. I know a lot of people who are not happy in the country where they're at the moment. It's not only Canada. Coast Town Live, yes. Greetings from Lisboa. Terra. Greetings from Galidas. Grenoble is the French Alps. Ooh, that's also beautiful. At least what I've seen of French Alps. French rain overdue. Not if we don't have any rain. Rain is coming tomorrow and a lot also. Like 30 mil. So tonight I at least need to make sure that everything is inside that doesn't need to get wet. Oh no, it's tomorrow night. I saw that my new neighbors have a whole pallet of cement still laying outside. Luckily mine is covered up by some solar panels. I still need to cover it up though if it starts really raining. But yeah, French rain. We also need to do that in the next month. I'm not looking forward to that. Maybe the concrete container. Yeah, I shouldn't worry until I see how it goes. No use to worry up front, right? North of Ireland. What is the north of Ireland? Hi, north of Ireland. Sean. Het geluid kan wat beter. Verder prima. Oké. Dus kijken of we dat kunnen doen dan. Let's see if we can do that. You're just gonna have me closer then. Is this better? I don't have much background noise, so it should be okay. Don't mind if I smoke. Jasper mentioned me, how cool is that? Yeah, if you're in the beginning or there's not much other comments, then I'll just do shout outs. But rather I have something to talk about. Anybody got subjects to talk about? A little bit in line with my channel and stuff, maybe. Maybe not. Hi from Belgium, Hugo. Greetings to Belgium. Lezen. Hoor je slecht, goed zo Gouden. Je mic is uit. The wall of fame is getting busy. Sound is okay. So either somebody muted their TV or laptop, because I think our sound is fine. No, there's no subtitles. This is a live. Do lives also have subtitles? I don't think so. No? There will be live translation. Maybe that's coming soon. Faz es Jasper. Faz. I don't know what that means. Is that good? Better we hear you better too. Good. I'll speak up also. I had a little bit of a exhausting day today, so I might be mumbling a little. Just tell me when you can't hear me. Hola, tudo bem contigo? I'm very well. How are you? Federico. Are you ready for the hurricane? I first have to see it. Hurricane. That would be exciting. Like a hurricane. I don't think it's gonna be so bad. Hello from Bradford, UK. Hi Bradford. Portugal. His name is Portugal from Bradford. Samson. Is that like half? Minus Imeus? Minus Imeus? How's the hurricane? No, the hurricane is only tomorrow. The supposed hurricane. Not sound, no sound. You guys are hearing me good, right? Sounds good for me, yeah. Yes, with the camera close to the audio is better. Okay, great. Why is everybody saying that they can't hear me then? Angelique. Maybe I should check myself. The audio seems fine, guys. Just turn up your volume. I think it's so great how often you post a video. Must be a lot of work. You get a lot more efficient very fast with the recording of the content, but also with the editing of the content. Because if you record more precisely which shots you need, what is practice, then you have to do less editing also. So the more videos I make, the more efficient I'm getting. I have the idea I missed something. What are you going to build with the concrete blocks? Retaining walls. How are you doing with the hydraulic cooler for duck? Yeah, so because I can't get the water part tested with my inner tube somehow, we're just gonna wait until we put it on there. In worst case it needs like an extra gasket or something, or we're just gonna see how it reacts on Doug, I think. What do you think, Richard? Where's Richard? I haven't heard from Richard the last couple of days. But I think we're gonna put it on and then just fill it up, the radiator, and see how it goes. The most important thing is that the oil is not mixing with the water anymore. And a little bit of water leakage is also not a problem, rather not, but a lot better than oil mixing with water. Payments approximately monthly living costs for your area in Portugal. Yeah, but that really depends on like how. If you really want to do it budgetarily, like on a budget, then you can do it like 500-600 euro. I know people who make it on like 400 euro. But for me, I spend like, what is it, 800, 900 a month on everything. But I have 3 houses, 2 internet connections, 3 water connections. So I'm not really how do you say, example for what it would cost. A lot of Portuguese here in the chat. Is that so? Hi from Alabama in the USA. Hi Angela. Federico is complaining about no sound. But yet he responded to my how are you? So I don't understand. Oh, Samson without audio. Portuguese is still not up to par, guys. I don't know, Federico, what is wrong with your, but everybody has audio, so. It's Jim. Oh, hi Jim. Portuguese but live in Den Haag, Netherlands. Hi Ricardo. Hi Jasper from Wigan, UK. Wigan. No idea where that is. Hi Alessandra. Bob is in the chat. Greetings Bob. Yeah. I saw Bob somewhere. He was far from first though. Bob. This was not even within the 10. I told Bob lately, Bob is slacking. Bob is slacking. But you're in the chat. Welcome. I made myself some coffee. Hello from North Norway. That's cold. That's not for me, guys. How's the septic doing? Any more bad smells? Yes. The toilet is smelling pretty bad at the moment. I think it also has something to do with the bacteria I put in there, the EM. And I think, like the moments I wasn't smelling it, like last week, yeah, that was just sort of a coincidence. I think there's still some open canal. If I smell though, like inside the, what's it called? Where the tap is. Like when you wash your hands. If I smell like in the drain of that, then I get a completely different smell, like more like a sulfur kind of smell. But that's not the smell that is hanging in the toilet. So in the next couple of videos, we're going to take a look at that. The weird thing is that the kitchen doesn't have any problems. Or the other room. Also no problem. Only the toilet. The current bathroom. And 3 hanging duckies, yeah. Yeah, I wanted to do, because maybe I'm like on 7.5 now, so I wanted to cut like a ducky, but I thought that maybe was a bit too cruel. Half a ducky. They need to turn up the volume a bit. Who, me? I cannot turn up, the other guys, yeah. Greetings to you and the girls, including Maria. Hey, Brigitte, our volunteer from 2 weeks ago already, Brigitte. You're loud and clear. Loud and clear. Check your sound, Botard. Tudo preparado para o chuva. Prepare for the rain, yes. Aqui em Massao já se sente o frio. Massao. What is Massao? Apple? No. Something with cold, frio. Hi, can you mention approximately monthly living cost? I did that already, right? Bad sound? Oh. It's weird because... Yeah. Okay. I can try something different. Which might work. Is this audio any better? No, I didn't have a microphone, but is it better now? Because now I put on a microphone. But I cannot charge it and put on a microphone at the same time. So hopefully we have some juice. Tell me if it's better. Your mouth is moving but no sound. That's really weird. Because I also have the stream open here and I don't see any problems, guys. Nice joint you have there. Where? Watching from the Highlands of Scotland, that must also be beautiful. Now I'm skipping sound. A lot. Sound an iPhone good on TV, 3 of 10. Huh. Fine for me. Everybody says fine. Jasper, I know this could be a bit difficult, but try to convince Maria to call you Jasper. The name is the closest. Why? I'm perfectly fine with one. Why would I do that? I don't wanna. I don't care if anybody calls me like Jasper or Sander or it's just a freaking name. And I integrate more with the Portuguese if they call me Juan. How are your olives? Yeah, so if you saw, we cut all the trees. So this year, on this land, nada olive. Nada oliva. Ah, Federico says it's better now with the volume. Good, okay. When you're fixing up the other house, ooh, when this one is finished, I think. In my head I want to start already, but every time I have to draw myself back to first finishing my own part of this house. Then we'll probably do the outside of this house, because a lot of you guys have been complaining about the outside of my house. So we'll probably do that after. Hello from Richmond, London. London, is that still a nice place to be? When do you start on the main room? What happened to the volunteer Brigitte? She was here for 10 days and then she left. This is how it goes with volunteers, they come and go. Nian, good evening. Goedenavond. Guys, I'm also going to read like the questions to Bob, right? Hope your situation gets better sooner than later. Maybe you guys should just exchange like DMs or something. Hard to make it on time. Okay. Half a ducky, yes. Okay, you got me worried for a moment, Bob. Ah, see, it's not working. I'm reading like all the comments to Bob. Bob is becoming very popular also. Hi Jasper, can you share an update on volunteers? We have seen update on the volunteers. We have seen a tent in the garden, but no idea who was using it. No, if you paid attention, then you saw another person cleaning up my garden. So that was a volunteer who stayed here for 10 days and helped me out. I don't know why you guys always think that volunteers need to be introduced. Like, for one, I don't feel like introducing a volunteer because it's like sort of lame, and I don't. And for two, like, volunteers are very uncomfortable if they need to introduce themselves. 1 out of 10 or 20 maybe not, but the rest is. So I'm not gonna make anybody introduce themselves, or if you come here, you are gonna be on video, because I'm not gonna like film around you. So if you want to come and volunteer, you will be on video, but you don't have to like do an introduction or do something specific. And then you can relate to Uncle Richard, but that's completely different, because the first time Uncle Richard came here, he didn't get any introduction. He was just helping with the digger. This is a guy who came to help me with the digger. So, yeah. Yes, Zoe is walking better, the sweet girl. Want some help painting your outside walls? Well, we're not really in the stage of painting. They first need to be plastered before they can be painted. So also all the people who are saying, oh, you should paint the outside of your house, it's not that simple. You first need to plaster it, because a lot of it is not plastered. And you want to paint over the tijolo, over the breeze brick. It's not going to look very well, guys. On a budget. Bas. Hi neighbor. Sounds good. Good work on the garden, Brigitte. Yes, good work on the garden, Brigitte. Sound is fine. People without sound try refreshing the page. Sound was really good when you got up and walked to the camera. Are you going to make wine or aqua tank? Yeah, my sound people are cutting grapes already. Yes. Here they're also doing grapes already, but I don't have time for that, guys. I offered the grapes to different people, but also on the channel. Nobody wants the grapes, so they'll probably be for the birds. How's the volunteering going? Is it working on the website? Also, are you open for volunteering? Yeah, just like apply on the website. I'm working on a sort of new system, which is more in my control, but it should work now. At least I got 2 more applications in for next year. Listening from Liverpool. Calippo, like the ice cream. You should consider to plant kiwi. Yes. Also that needs maintenance. I think somebody else should plant kiwi. Hit the like button. Neon, you're very right. Hit the like. We have 6 likes, guys. How many people are there? 100. That is really, how do you say? In Dutch it's magertjes. That's really lowish. I don't know what is it in English. Yes, Uncle Richard came to help with Doug, but then he became a fan. Yeah. A fan favorite, yes. Hello from Morocco. Hi. Bashal. That's here on the other side of the water. Neon is smoking with me. Very good, Neon. Cass. Hi, Cass. Hi from Barbados. Sounds like a good place to be also. When will you be making pizza again in the community oven? Yes, I've been thinking about that already for 2 weeks. And so my main problem is the dough. I need to learn how to make the dough because the last time my sister made the dough. And I want these really like thin pizzas. And making that dough costs a lot of time. So yeah, I'm gonna like sort of try that. Because like once I heat up the oven, it should be also possible to make some bread in there. Bread is, I think, less work to make the dough. Maybe if we can do the both, then we can have fresh bread also. For Maria, maybe. But yeah, I would like to start using the community oven again. Probably not that one. We have one next to our shed, which is not a community oven, it's our oven. And that also needs to have a roof, preferably before a lot of rain comes. It's now covered like with a tarp because yeah, I don't think it's very robust. I think it's fragile, like the dome itself. So we still need to make sort of a roofie over that. How is the wheel on the city garbage bin? Still the same. The garbage guys came today. So luckily I put the wheel back, like the broken wheel. But yeah, we're gonna finish that. I have a new bolt. So we're just gonna cut the thing off and then put a new bolt with new wheel in. And it should be good again. Let's see. Where am I? Nice split. Link. How do you know if it's nice? Does it look nice? Or am I talking like a stoner? Did you smoke weed today? No. No, I didn't. 11 likes. Oh, I need to refresh the page, otherwise you don't see the lives, right? I don't want to refresh the page because I need to read the chat. When will we see you finish the drain at the side of the house? It means too long. What are you waiting for? We just had other things to do, like a septic tank. It was a little bit more important. So yeah, we'll continue on that soon enough. Hello again. Here in Scotland, they are trying to implement the Brit card. What's the situation in Portugal? I have not heard anything about. I presume this is digital currency? Some sort of? I don't know what a Brit card is. But I also don't keep up with the news here in Portugal. We can decide a lot of stuff and I have no idea what's going on. Because I really don't care and I don't want to worry about any of that shit until it's really gonna bother me. Because you can't change it. So no need to worry about it. Is that dumb religious guy still sending you junk mail? No. No, he stopped. Hi from the cold Netherlands. Yeah, hi. Yeah, I heard it's already getting cold. Come to Portugal, it's warmer here. A bit. Also too warm sometimes. Hello from Germany. Hi Germany. Der Strömer. I refreshed the stream. Now it's 59 likes and counting. Ooh, good job guys. I don't want to refresh, so I'll take Tara's word for it. Yes, bread from Maria. Where the like button, I see a cash thingy. Oh. I don't see a cash thingy. That's also good. Click the cash thingy. No, don't have to do that. Agree to do both. Doug, I freeze a batch. Dough, I freeze a batch. Ah, agree to do both. Dough, I freeze a batch. Yeah, so we try to freeze the very thin dough for the pizzas. Like my sister rolled some out. And then we also froze them and they were like good for like a week or 2 weeks. And after that I think it's the yeast or something. It started tasting like really weird. I don't like the GNR rules about cameras facing the street. Yeah, so I don't know if you know how it works with like law, because sometimes, this is in most countries I think, you have the law, but then you also have like judge rulings. So for instance, with cameras, what I learned, if you have security cameras, you cannot point them at the street. Like you cannot, this is like a regulation, right? Like CCTV cameras can only point to your own property, not to the public street, not to anybody else's property. But you have a thing like a Ring doorbell. You know these kind of things? Like with a camera, you stick it on your front. In Portugal, judges have ruled that this is allowed. So you can film the public street with your Ring doorbell. No problem. It doesn't say that in the law. But if you know what judges ruled, so if you talk to a lawyer who knows a bit about this, or can look it up, they will tell you that it's no problem. So for instance, I don't know, but if you would make a case for your dash cam, Tesla cars nowadays are filming the whole road, like 6 different cameras. I think you would have a very good case in court for having a dash cam if there are Teslas driving around that are already filming everything. So I think if anybody would take that to court, I think Portugal would allow dash cams, for instance. It's not always the law that is so strict. But you say GNR, the GNR have no idea about judges' rulings and stuff like that. So you have to tell them actually what is the deal. So my lawyer, for instance, told me since a Ring doorbell can film the street, You can also put a camera on your gate, where a Ring doorbell normally would be, and film the street, because it's no different. But the GNR doesn't know that. So you have to school the GNR, maybe get a ticket, go claim it. It's a hassle, but if you want something to change, you have to sometimes be obnoxious, as some people would call it. Where were we before I was going on this rant? Do you ever get tempted to do some wild boar hunting? No, I'm not so good at killing animals. I think I would have a problem killing a chicken, even if I need it for food. But maybe there comes a time that I have no choice. Until then, I have other stuff to do, and I can buy my chicken in the supermarket. But on the other side, the boars here do need some sort of controlling. There need to be people hunting, because they are coming very close to the village now. Also because they cut half of the forest there, and not here, so they're coming this way in the forest that's still there. So yeah, I'm doing the same, smoking the green stuff. Santé. Ah, it's a digital ID. So what does that mean? Hugo, you're talking about the Brit card thing, right? So, but we in Holland, we have already a digital ID, right? DigiD. I want ICE agents to deport me to Portugal from America. It depends. If you're originally from America, they're not going to deport you. If you're from Portugal, then they might deport you back to Portugal. MR16 on pure Portugal. Thoughts? Send me a link on my email. I'll give you my thought. Your background wall of fame is looking good, thanks. Cheers from France. Hi, Paulo. Ah, that's a Portuguese living in France, right? Paulo Rodriguez. Rodriguez. How is Zoe's leg? It's doing better. I think this morning, on the long walk, only at the last part of the walk, I saw a little bit a wobble. She probably overstretched something, like Akira a couple of months ago. What kind of fruit trees do you have? Okay, I'm gonna hang back, guys. It's Friday night. Put my feet up, maybe. I hope you can still hear me. I'll talk up. I'll speak up. What kind of fruit trees do you have? Oranges, apples, tangerines, figs are very good for your health. Yeah, so we have a very small orange tree and tangerine, but they're not giving any fruit yet. We have 3 fig trees. I have so many figs I don't know what to do with. Apples, I would like to have an apple tree, but I don't know if it's gonna do good in Portugal. Because I can't remember seeing many apple trees. I would like also to have nut trees, like a walnut, but apparently it takes years and years and years before a walnut is going to give any nuts. Let's go! Neon, let's go, mate. Light it up. Like is the thumb over there. Over... wait. No, over here. Somewhere over here. Hi from South Africa. Hi Robert. People, please hit the like. Vida Futura, Portugal. Yes, you're right. Hit the like. Agree, not something I want. Looking at buying land. Agree, not something. When you comment on something that was said before, maybe you need to include something about what it was about. I remember reading something from Alien, but I have no idea what you agree on. Found it, the like button. Best to freeze dough as a ball, never roll it into shape. The ones in the store have the E numbers to protect from freezing. Ah, so the freezing, like the crystals like break the dough or something, right? It's good to know. Dara is keeping up with the likes. Very good, thank you. Why you don't have a churrasquera? Churrasquera. You have so many wood pieces to use to have a nice barbecue. It's a barbecue? Churrasquera. Yes. You have so many wood pieces to use to have a barbecue. Yes. Yeah. It's like by myself, a barbecue. I can do it. Like Ken from OK Portugal with one steak, like on the barbecue. I don't know, I just as much like to make my steak in a pan. It's not much different for me. Unless I'm with other people, then it's like more of a, how do you say? More of an event thing. But we should have a good barbecue. I want to have a fire pit that maybe we can also use as a barbecue. Are you still interested in an air conditioner? I don't know yet. I'm still interested in air conditioning, but I don't know if it's for now or for next summer. But if we want it for next summer, we need to better buy it like in winter because it's cheaper and the guys have less work. But maybe we're also going to need it in winter. Although I'm planning on being in that room with floor heating, so maybe not. So I don't know. It's like still in the planning, but not for now. Unless something changes. The Portugal project is a good hunter at the food market. You mean Project Portugal? I don't understand what you mean there. The Portugal project is a good hunter at the food market. I was the Portugal project. Can't hear you, Heather. Put in your hearing aids, Heather. Sounds fine. Yes, and I don't know about, and now. About the digital ID, right? They're gonna get you all, guys. Like everybody who stays in the country, they're gonna have an incentive, some sort of incentive to make use of this digital ID or what's the other one? Currency, digital currency thing. They're gonna seduce you to take it. Like they do with like the chips. Like in America now, like prominent leaders are like, oh, we need to get our kids chipped because if they get like kidnapped, and then Congress leaders are like giving the example and letting kids be chipped for the reason of getting kidnapped. God knows what's in these chips. Wall looks good, thanks. I think so too. How is your mom doing? Hope she's better now. No, better. Mom's still the same. It's not getting any better, unfortunately. So she probably won't be going home. The issue must be on your end. I hope Heather heard my answer. Will you be doing the olive harvest? We will be harvesting some olives, but not here, because here we don't have any olives. But we have 2 other olive fields that are not pruned, that need to be pruned next March, where we could get still like a good amount of olive oil, I think. Maybe we should inspect one of these days how many olives are growing on there. Try to put figs in the sun to dry them out. Oh, Okay. Thank you for saving the mice. You're welcome, Daisy. Although I don't know out there how they survived. Like, I give no guarantees. Good evening, Jasper. And everybody here online. Hi. Verplichte kost. It's, mandatory knowledge. Mandatory reading cost. My vlogs should be mandatory for you guys. Raging Blade, hi. BIC is the best for Breyer. What? Now, you're completely confusing me. You have plenty of bricks to make a barbecue. Yes. But why would I want to make a barbecue if I don't use it? If I have a fire pit, I might use it. What's your email to contact you, Jasper? It's below almost every video in the description. And it's on the channel, it's everywhere. Get a jacuzzi. Yes, Mary. So I've been trying to get a jacuzzi already for 2 years, like as a sponsored deal. Nobody wants to give me a jacuzzi. So I have no jacuzzi budget yet. So unless somebody's going to give it to us, we're not having a jacuzzi. CBDC next year. That's a digital currency, yes. Cheeky. Cheeky what? What did Heather talk about? Cheeky. I hope that wasn't about my mom, Heather. See you later, Portugal. He was not from Portugal. Yes, I meant your channel and who needs to hunt when the meats are already in the market. Yeah. But there might come a time when the meats are not so abundant in the market. Howdy, stranger. Howdy, stranger. Oscar. Howdy, Oscar. We already have IDs. Another one to add. Yeah. But these are different IDs, I think. Although they can track you with like my Dutch passport, it has like all kinds of chips in it. And also everybody has a cell phone, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. If they want to know, they know everything. Don't do anything stupid. That's the main thing. I can help you with the AC if you decide to build one. Were you the guy who sent me an email? It's still in my inbox, so I'll reply to you as soon as I have a decision. Your channel doesn't have a leader. Is that a deliberate choice? You're talking about the daily channel, right? Because the main channel now has a leader. That's the red race video. So I was also trying, well, I had in mind to make also a trailer video for the daily channel. It's just lack of time. Lack of time. Evening all, did I miss something? Yeah, you missed something. If it was interesting, I don't know, but you missed something. The oil cooler for Doug, connect to the bicycle tube, and put the whole thing in the pool. You will see air leaks. Yes, but I already concluded the air leaks were coming from the connection with the tube. But the main thing is, if we put that thing in water, then all the oil that is on there, then I really need to clean the thing, because then it's going to be like really shitty dirty. So I'd rather not throw it in the water. We love Zoe and Akira. How old are they and how did you get them? There's videos about that, but it's been a long time, right? I got them both now for 4 years, I think, coming on 4 years. or 3 years. No, 4 years. Zoe was like 3 or 4 when I got her, so she's now 7, right? 7 I think still. And Akira was 1 when I got her, so she's now turning 5 in December. Yeah. And one was, Zoe was Philippe's dog. Like Philippe, who helped out here a couple of times, the brother of Boar. And it was their dog, but their mother wanted to work abroad in Holland actually. So they couldn't take care of the dog anymore, so that's why I got Zoe. And then somebody else saw, like related to Philippe and Dwight, saw that I took Zoe and thought, oh, maybe he can also take care of Akira. Because Akira was growing up like in an apartment building in Castello with like little children and stuff, and she just got like sort of too big for them to handle. Akira had sort of complex also in the beginning when she got here. When I would say something with like big paws or something in Portuguese or big ass or something, she would always like hide away. It's funny, man. Not funny for her, but funny anecdote. It must be hard for motivation life in living, that's one word, living on your own. Not really. Because what else would you do, right? Like play video games all day, watch Netflix series all day. I think I would be feeling miserable very fast if I didn't do stuff, you know? So I wouldn't know, like, if I had no motivation, what would I be doing? I never thought of it like that. I don't think it's hard to stay motivated. I was thinking that the bricks you got earlier were for the side passage that is still under construction. Side passage. Yes, a retaining wall. We need a retaining wall there to keep the road from, keep cars from falling into our property. 3 ducks down. 3 ducks down. 3 doors down. Sorry. I don't need hearing aid. My TV sound broken. That's ye your cheeky lol. Okay, Heather, thanks for the clarification. Jasper, could you say hi to my hubby Alan? Hi Alan. Alan. He's sitting next to me watching this. Hi to you too. You have to shout though, because your audio is a little low. Hi Alan! I am 72 kilometers from you. Someday I made you a visit to have a barbecue. I'll bring entremendas and wine. Yeah, as long as you let me know up front, because as most of you know, I'm very busy. Where the sewer passes under the road. Yes, I know. Here, next to my new room. The problem is that they are going to connect all your data in one bin. They already have a lot of these guys. Like Portugal is actually so in Portugal it's like 40 years behind in most things, except for some things. So here you give your tax number when you buy stuff. So you can also deduct some of like groceries and stuff from your yearly tax, like the yearly tax that you need to pay over your income and stuff. And you can deduct some of the purchases from that. So that's the incentive. And then they get people to, every time with their purchase, give their tax number. And then the tax office have a whole system what you can, as a consumer, also log into and see all the places where you bought all kinds of stuff. I never saw that in Holland, but probably in Holland they have sort of the same thing, only you're not able to see it as a consumer. Maybe the insurance companies get to see it and stuff. Jasper, if you need stuff interpreting, I'm maybe getting a little tired. Jasper, if you need stuff interpreting, let me know. Can you send me an email? I might have some stuff for you to do. Raging Blade. Where are you from? You're in Portugal now? You're all looking at it wrong. It's 7 ducks up. Yeah. Yeah, it's because like normally I would like hang these on the backside, but as you saw in the video, their ropies are still like broken. So I decided just to shove the front 3 off. Still 7 duckies. How can you look at this the wrong way? I don't know. Excuse me. Hi from the UK. Better late than never. Dream of a hive. Hi, dream of a hive. Yeah, better late than never. What is the time? We're already here for an hour almost, guys. I'm gonna need another coffee. Still 119 watching? I don't know, because my screen is not refreshing, so we'll go on for a little bit more then. You're cheeky for saying to turn my hearing. Ah, yes, Heather, yes. That was a joke. Sorry. Well, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Big aansteker en breiwerk is een rookje. Ah, now it is explaining to me Dutch slang. Because probably I forgot this already. Apparently in Holland this is and like when you're knitting, like a knitting, it's not finished yet, it's like you're working on it, like a knitting work. Zoe gives excellent side-eye, yes. Not only for the video, also to me. How's Maria? Maria, I think it's doing fine. She was here the day before yesterday. Thank you, Jasper from Alan. You're welcome. My spelling bad. I've just had a magic smoke. Yeah, it's good that I'm not spelling and I can just like move my mouth up and down. It's still doable. As long as we have enough volume. I might have a heat failure when you shouted. Heat failure. Heat failure. Failure from the heat? I don't know that one. How did the situation with the complainants and the policia end? How did the situation with the complainants from the road, you mean, like from a year ago? I'm almost at the end of the chat, so if you respond, then I know what to respond to. It's unique in Portugal, tax-wise. Yeah, I never saw that before. But it's interesting because it's like gathering data. And they give sort of an incentive. It's how I see it, right? For people to go and do it because they get a little tax cut, you know, and in Portugal any tax cut you can get is like welcome. So most people would like give their number with every purchase, you know. Sorry, heart, not heat. Ah, heart failure. Sorry, Catherine, we don't want any heart failures, please. Por favor. 117 watching, 95 likes. Some forgot to click the thumbs up. I think that's great. Like 95 likes for 170 people, 17 people watching. I think it's great. What is this for? Metric 112 watching, 5 viewers left. Oh, clicks. Click that like. And why don't I see everything of the chat? Oh, here we go. You need to scroll down a bit. Eindelijk. You should be friend of the next president junta. Yeah, only I don't know anybody who knows him yet. And I don't know if they have already a president. I should like look better into that. Yes, the police was at your door almost daily a year ago. Yeah. I think they got scared. They said they would send also the municipal back, because the guy from the municipal came before the police. And then because I wasn't home, the municipal sent the police to get my details. And then the police said, we're gonna give it back to the municipal, and then they will do like a, he said it's not a fine, it sounded more like a warning or something. But I never heard of them also. And then the police was about the cameras, and then they came day after day for the cameras. Then I went to my lawyer for the cameras. Then I made a video about how the law sees my cameras, and since then I never heard of them again. So I don't know if it has anything to do with me putting on videos about what I can film or not, because clearly in the videos I also mentioned like we are fully allowed to film police. I think I even said like the next time they come here I'll put a GoPro in their face, because I want to be sure that I recollect after the conversation exactly what was said and stuff like that. So maybe they, like in Holland we would say they chose eggs for their money. Like they didn't go into it because it might hurt them like in another way. I don't know. Maybe they found out that the person who complained was actually some person on the internet instead of somebody here in the village. And that's maybe why they decided not to pursue it. Maybe they felt sorry for me. I don't know. Go to the parties. Yeah, with my limited Portuguese, I don't mind like not being able to speak the language, but if I have some kind of interest, then it can be, I think, really frustrating for me if I don't speak the language, you know? Because then I necessarily want to understand. I went to, like, for instance, Poland with friends, and it's like a sort of a like fun, friendly thing, and then I don't care if I don't get half the conversation. I just smile and have a nice time. But here, if I would go make friends with like people from the junta or stuff like that, I think I would get very frustrated in not being able to know what they say. I have it sometimes with Maria, if she's talking like houses in the village, and she mentions like selling or stuff like that, and then because I want to buy more properties and stuff, I'm like directly interested, and I can't make out like exactly what she's meaning, you know. So that, I think that would give me like more frustrations than it would be good for me. I also have no idea where I would like enter that conversation, or I have some friends around me here who could introduce me, but they're not always here, and I also don't want to like force it on them or anything. So it goes as it flows. Oh. Start over. I just got here. You're taking the piss out of me, piss monkey. Are you still looking for gardeners? What do you mean, as a volunteer? People can come and volunteer in the garden. Or you mean somebody who would permanently take care of the garden? That's not really worth it for me, like if I have to give like accommodation to somebody who only takes care of the garden. It's like nice to have a nice garden, but it won't save much money. Like, especially if you don't know how to grow stuff here. Like it will be a couple of tomatoes and a couple of cucumbers and some watermelon and mainly courgette. Like a lot of courgette. So it's not going to save a lot of money to have a gardener, so it's not really worth it to me to have somebody here just for gardening. If you can garden and maybe make a nice meal and maybe do other stuff, then maybe. But not only for gardening. I'm refreshing to keep up the like count. Thanks, Tara. Keep up the good work. Thanks, John. Jasper, is your friend okay after the fire? Alex, you mean? Yes. I was with Alex today. And I was discussing something that some of you also might be interested in. As a lot of you people know, they have not been on YouTube for like a year now. Mainly because they had a lot of other stuff to do. And we were talking today about maybe they're going to restart the channel. I was there actually today, but from the fire they're all okay, but they're still like, we haven't had much rain yet, so they're still like sort of on alert, like all the hoses are still laying everywhere and still like, they're calming down a bit now, but it's like, because they had such a big fire and it's the second time already, it's like they're constantly on alert to see if, and like today or yesterday there was another fire like close to them, but not like directly close to them like before. But they made it out fine, but they're exhausted from this summer, you know, like, it's something you don't want. I think they've been like for over a week or 10 days, they've been like constantly like working to keep everything wet, and yeah, it's awesome. There will be elections on October 12th. These also include the junta and municipal. October 12th, okay. Yeah, so I should get some kind of card to vote or not? Or just, do I need to go there with my estacado? Like my paper that I'm living here? How does this work? In Holland you would get a letter. Like, please come to vote. Yeah, I think like, I don't vote. Like in Holland I never voted. Yeah, I did vote, but like with no effect. Because voting is not like, it's like in America, it's like choosing between two of the same things. Like, either they fuck you that way or sorry. And in Holland I have already the idea that it's long past the democracy and they do whatever they want. But here I still have the idea that maybe if you have a good person for your local region, then it could really benefit you, or if you don't have a good person, it could really affect you negatively. I wouldn't care for like a president of Portugal, like who runs Portugal, or what party, or whatever, because it's one big, the same chisel. And a lot of people will say it's not that way, but and what can you accomplish in like 4 years, you know? It's like before you get plans on the run, you're already like out of the parliament again, so it's really useless spending of time to think about that even. But like a local board or like president or stuff, that could still, for me, I think, be interesting to see if you can get the right person in the right spot. But maybe that's also an illusion, and it's just because I don't know how it works here that maybe it's like all the same. But it's new for me, so I'm willing to see if we can get a better... Something that is suggeres? Because as I understand, the former president was not very adequate. Where was I? Did you fix the garbage container? No, and you missed that. That's what you missed, because I was talking about it already. And we still need to do that. So we're going to do that in one of the next videos. I don't have a question, I just want to say thank you for giving me inspiration to tackle my land and next my kitchen. That is great. UK cheese farmer's side piece. Good, I like to inspire people. That's nice to hear. You will get all your fines and warning letters in about 5 years, Jesper. That's also what I've been thinking. One time I got like for the tolls, when I was still living in Holland, I think I got like the fine in 2023, and it was from 2021 or 20 even. So it was like 2 or 3 years late, the fine. Well, I was like, what? So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they still come with a fine, but if it's about the cameras, then I will fight them on it. My lawyer is ready. Can you download a translator for your phone? Yes. Yes, but then, yeah. I don't know, in some cases it might be a good idea, but like when I'm talking with Maria, it's just like she doesn't, and I don't want to, like, it just needs to be like a village conversation, just having like, it's not that important, you know? If it were more important, I would maybe try to do like a translator for the phone. I never tried that. Zoe is here making squeaking noises. Come here, sweetie. Say hello to the people from YouTube. Andeka. Andeka. Ah, come on. Up. Up. Yeah. Here she is. Alright. Say hello. It's the Zoe. She's desperately wanting some food. You'll have to wait, sweetie. I'm still talking to the people from the YouTube. Espera un poquito. Espera un poquito. So yeah, the translator, I think it takes away a lot of like from the interaction, right? And the information is not that important to me. It is important, but it's not that important. And if I needed to know it, it will come to me in another way. I'm convinced of that. Most of village yours, soon you can film it all. No, because it's still a public street. And like the one camera I have on the other land, don't discuss this with anybody. Huh? The other camera I have on the other land, like from the pole, where you see the village in the background, it films like part of my road. But although it's not, it's sand, it's still considered a public road. And I think even like in the forest, the walk we do, the short walk we do, or the long walk, these roads are considered public roads. So you cannot film them with a CCTV camera, like security system. You can perfectly film them with your iPhone or with a GoPro or with whatever. And apparently, like the law is like this, like I have 3 cameras that are security cameras, but I don't use them as a security camera. So my lawyer says they can be classified as a device to record your YouTube videos. Although they are on a cable, but they are not mounted, what is normally the case with CCTV cameras. So it's like sort of a GoPro with a wire on it. So if I don't name these as security cameras, the 3 I use mostly for YouTube, then there's no problem. Then it's just my YouTube recording device. The law is very interpretable. That's why lawyers have a job. Hi Jasper, nice to see you. Nice, thanks, Carlos. Hey, Carlos, I think it was you on the email, right? I'll get back to you. Wish we could hear you. Maybe you could redo video with decent sound. No, Angelique, I think you just need to put in your hearing aid. Jasper, what do you miss most from Holland? I know things that I miss from a previous version of Holland. Like a lot of things have changed the last 15 years in Holland. Like in Holland we have coffee shops where people come to smoke, and now you're not allowed to smoke in a coffee shop. What therefore? It's like way out of this world. I used to enjoy sitting with friends, like in a coffee shop, like smoking a joint, discussing life and stuff like that. Like people do in a bar, what is still possible. But then like with people who like to smoke. But no, there also need to be working opportunities for employees to work there who don't smoke. What fucking person would like want to work in a coffee shop if you don't smoke? So I'm happy I left Holland, guys. Like some things are not much better here, but a lot of things are also better here. And a lot of things are not better here. Like getting somebody to build something. I have an AC that I would be happy to install for you for free if you're interested. Yes, I am gonna send you an email. I have an AC that I would be happy. That sounds like a very generous offer. I'll get back to your email. How's Karina? We haven't seen her in some time. No, I have no idea how Karina is. I last talked to her in April when she told me she would still pick up the RV. But it's now 1 year later and even the RV is not being picked up. If there was any of you guys here in the chat that helped her with her house, I'm still very grateful that you helped her out. But I don't think me and Karina are going to see each other again. I'm running behind on the comments, or not? Maria should call you cheese butt. Cheese? Cheese? Or cheese? Why? I don't get it. Because I'm from Holland, but I don't like cheese that much. No sound problem with other videos, only this one. Yeah, maybe you put it like on low volume. There's also a volume button like in the screen. If you hover over, I don't know what you have, like a TV or a computer. But if you hover over my video, you see a pause button and you also see a sound icon. And there you can also set the sound per video. So one thing you need to remember is that nobody in this life, except 2 people, have a problem with the audio. So it's not me. Watch the video from late December and New Year. You will get your answers. What about Karina? Yes. Yes, yes. But I also don't want to like put anybody else down, you know? It's like where 2 people fight, 2 people have like a, or say a blame, we say in Holland. And since I'm the one that's in the public eye, I have a sort of responsibility to, I don't want to say protect, but other people don't have this voice, you know, so. Not sure who is entitled to vote. I believe you need to be a citizen. Oh, I probably need a cartão cidadão. I don't have that. I cannot vote? That's crazy. Is it in Holland also like that? I don't know. Oh, that would be a shame. Like I live here. I want to live here. And some people who live here a long time already, they don't have a cartão cidadão at all because they girls. Stop it. A lot of people live here on a temporary residence and they're not planning to get a normal residence, so they would never be able to vote. I wouldn't be surprised. That might be a thing. But Fernando, you come here out of the area, right? So, but you only know people who are citizens, no problem. I'm a housekeeper. I garden, clean, walk dogs in England. I could support you for a few weeks if interested. If you want to like come and volunteer, like put in, there's a link to the volunteering form almost below every video. So if you fill that in, it's like clearly states like what you want to do or what you can do. So please fill it in and let me know when you would like to come. You need a woman. No, women are trouble. Like as a relationship. You need to eat food, not crap carbs. You need to eat food, not crap carbs. What are crap carbs? Like my oats are crap carbs? There's a lot of different opinions about stuff, guys. A lot. Apparently oats are also not so good for you. I'm making you a toilet roll holder for your wall. Really? It must be a very interesting roller then if I want to start using it. Does it have ghosts on it? It's a sensitive issue for Jasper, so wait until he reads your question. He might answer it. I did. Yeah, it's wearing off, guys. Like, it's getting easier to talk about, but like I said, I don't want to talk about it because the other party doesn't have a voice. So. It's getting less sensitive, Tara. But it was a big bang. You could see from the how you say? The dip in the duckies. The dip in the amount of duckies. And AWE Zoe. Ah, Zoe. Ah, Zoe. Translator from wholesale talks. Translator from home sales talk. Yes. But I'd rather have like a Portuguese person who can like translate it for me. But it's difficult to find somebody who wants to make a bit of money. Your Portuguese is better, wife. Your Portuguese is better, wife. I think my Portuguese is better also. I don't know why the wife is there. What my wife has to do with it. Apology, this is not for me, so I'm going to skip this one, Robert. And I'm going to skip Tara because she's talking to Robert. World gone crazy. I too smoke. Yeah, sometimes it's the only way you can stay sane, guys. I really love your wall. Excellent work. I will have to make something to send you. I will put my thingy cap on. Yeah. And it needs to be something worthy to go on the wall, right? Spend some time on it. He is answering you right now, Robert. Tara is like pointing everything in the right direction. Thank you. Hi Jasper, I'm sure I'm not alone in wondering how your mother is. You tuned in too late. If it's not appropriate to ask, we hope she's improving. Yeah, I don't like talking about it, but I also understand like people want to know, not only you people, but also like other people like Maria or some of my friends. And there's not, we hope there will be progress, like in the last couple of months since it happened, but there's been very little progress. And they're now giving like she was like in a home where they did a lot of therapy, like physiotherapy and stuff. And they're now thinking about, because she doesn't make so much progress anymore, to tune that like down because it's not having any effect. So yeah, I'll probably be visiting Holland somewhere in December, I think, but I first want my car to be matriculated because now it's only approved. It has like a sort of MOT from Portugal, but the car is still Dutch. So it's a very peculiar situation. It's not a problem, but it's also not. I really wouldn't want to drive outside of Portugal with the van. So that's holding me back a little also. Hi Deborah. You're late. Apparently citizens from other European countries may register to vote. It's done in the shoot and Frexia apparently. I think a resident card may be needed. Oh, residency card. Yeah, but I only have like a temporary residency card. If you have a residency card, you can also apply for a cartão cidadão. Or maybe your residency card is a sort of cartão cidadão. Apologies, Jasper. Why are you apologizing to everybody? Robert. No worries, mate. What is the progress on the legal status of the small house on the other land? Now, if you saw the video when I was visiting the lawyer, I told you guys I cannot say much about it. And that is still actually the case. I cannot say much about it. But I also don't really know much more. So hang in there. As soon as I can share something, I will share it. I was under the impression that foreigners could not vote in all elections. But I'm not really sure. The foreign community may have more information. When I moved to Belgium, they gave me the choice whether to vote in Belgium or in Holland. Ah! Okay. You speak Portuguese better than my English wife can. Ah! And we lived together for over 25 years. I remember living with my Russian girlfriend, and within, like, I think 4 years, I spoke Russian fluently. So I don't know what your wife is doing, Carlos, but she should have learned Portuguese already. But don't make it too easy on her by talking English. Rum, I also have sound problem. Jasper, your sound as if you are in another room. Your voice is distant. So yes, all the volume buttons are maximum. Yeah, we'll try a different microphone next time. I don't know, guys. Also, probably YouTube is gonna subtitle the live afterwards. As soon as we close it, then YouTube is gonna process the video. So you can then also look at it afterwards still, then you might have a better clue what it was about. Hey Jasper, heb je cementzakken al droog staan? There's a hurricane coming your way. Is your cement dry? Yes. Gabriella, cement is dry. Is stored dry. I had a little problem today, guys. Yesterday I tried to record the draining of the pool with my iPhone, what should be waterproof, and the iPhone is not working anymore, and I lost all the footage from yesterday. But you'll all hear about that in the video for tomorrow. So yeah, that was the video where I was moving the cement to a drier place. My neighbors though, who are also building, they still have the cement outside. Jasper, how is the mouse situation? I have seen no more mouse. The bucket trap thing is still here. And I put the camera, like the first week, I put the camera on the floor to see, like in the recording, if there's like any mouse. Calma, pa. You'll get food in a bit, sweetie. We need to round it up, Zoe's hungry. Find a mouse. No, so I haven't also on video not seen any mouse. But I do like sometimes hear, like the aluminum foil is still in there, and then I hear the foil like. So I'm not really sure, and that's why I still kept the bucket trap. But I'm not sure. And if they're still here, they're gonna require like a lot more persuasion to get them out of here. I was kind of hoping they were gone now. Hello from Alaska. Cold, right? Arco digger. Beautiful but cold, I think. Woof. That's for Zoe. Somebody's Cass is woofing at you. The dogs are hungry, so the barking must be to get your attention. Yeah, it's not barking. It's like, no, barking was outside. But they also do that if they get less food, they get more guarding, like agitated. If Zoe has food, she just scratches on the couch. If she doesn't have food, she's like protecting the whole land, like barking everywhere. But now she's like, to get some attention. 10 minutes, sweetie. We'll go for 10 minutes, if we can make it. It's the reverberation of the room that makes you less audible. Ah! I'll see that next time we use the lavalier thing, because that's like right here. So that should make it a lot better. I'm not sure how we are going to connect that. And do we still have juice in the phone? You guys might be going soon. I can't even see. How can we see that? So I can't see if there is juice in the phone still. So, but there's no like 10% warning on there. So I think we're good. Good night, Jasper. Sailing, happy Mondays. Good night. Zoe is hungry. Yes. She's looking at me here like, what the fuck are you doing? Give me food. Calma, pa was almost perfect Portuguese. Yes, I practice that a lot. Yeah, apparently I'm like good with like accents. I had a lot of Moroccan friends like in Holland when I grew up, and they speak a little bit like broken Dutch because it's not their main language. And then after hanging out with them, I would like already after a couple of days like talk in their language, like in their accent. I was like, my parents split up and I was with my father in Amsterdam for like 2 months, and then I returned to Apeldoorn where I live. And all the people in Apeldoorn were like, my friends were like, what happened to your accent? Why are you like talking that strange? So my imitation ability is like on point. But still I don't know a lot of like verbs in Portuguese, and I need to know a lot more verbs. Heb ik hier ook in wonen in Houtenslaan? Ik woon in Houtenslaan. I don't know what you have in your wooden chalet. Wooden house. Mice are very sneaky, I know. You can do it outside. You can do it outside. What can we do outside, you know? Oh, the light. Yeah. But I wanted to show you the wall. So, and it's dark outside and there are mosquitoes outside. So no thank you, but a good suggestion. That's it. Stand there. I can hear you now. I'll make sure we do the lavalier mic for the next one, and there shouldn't be any problems. Hello Jasper, Boar nooit. Ik woon in Nijmegen. Ik woon in Nijmegen. Okay. That was when Jasper approached the phone. Yes. That was about the mice. Ah, you have mice because you live in your wooden house. Yes. Mice go everywhere. I was like sort of hoping, because like the girls walk around all day and stuff, that they wouldn't come. But I saw the first mouse. I think I actually saw the first mouse coming into the kitchen. Or they were already here for a couple of days, but I was like sitting here and I see like the girls are inside, like in the bedroom, because at like 10 o'clock they want to go to bed. So I open the door and they're in the bedroom, and then I sit here maybe till 11, and then I saw the mouse like coming in. So I was kind of hoping that like the girls would prevent mice from coming in, that they were like scared because they were like bigger animals, right? Apparently not. Zoe is getting very hungry, guys. I can teach you Cockney rhyming slang, if you like. Cockney rhyming. I don't think I'm interested in that, but thank you. Foda-se caralho, or fogo, or po caralho. I also have a present for Vanessa, which I would like to give her, but please don't tell her anything yet. Okay, my lips are sealed. Good to see you. Need some volunteers? Yes. Apply on the website, please. Always fun to have people here. How's Zoe's foot or paw? This is the third time in this life. Zoe, how's your paw? It's doing better, huh? Doing better. I get a wink like this. I think it's okay. She still like limped a little when we were coming home, but almost not noticeable. Accent-wise, you're a top performer. You need to use the language to improve. Yes. Your mice go everywhere. I'll talk English now. Yeah, mice do go everywhere, but there could also be the possibility that they are gone. Hello from Denmark. Hello Denmark. You've tuned in almost at the end. Yeah, so I don't like to kill animals, like I said already, and even mice. Like, and if they need to be killed, like do it like with one smash and not like feeding them stuff so they slowly die. Like, I don't like that kind of stuff. You're so funny to watch. Why? When you stood up and walked away, the sound was perfect. Isn't that weird? Because I'm sitting like straight in front of the microphone, but probably because I'm like talking a little bit like this. But the sound should be better here than on the side of the phone. Or maybe also we need a new microphone. Maybe all the equipment is falling to pieces. Fout-ass. Fout-ass. That is how Jasper said it. Fout-ass. 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 Fout-ass? That's completely different. Good morning from Sydney. Good morning, Sydney. Goofy. This is the global people from Alaska now, from Australia. Damn it. What? I don't understand your comments anymore. It's time to quit, I think. I've been almost here for 2 hours. The audio is on the back of your phone? No. It's like, look. See? It's a microphone here. But it could also be that because the live was already running, that the microphone is not working. Do you hear this? Did you hear boom, boom, boom? Or was it like... We'll fix it for next time, the audio, guys. I think I said that last time also. Now we're gonna fix it definitely. I'm writing the sound like you say it, how it's written. Yeah, so it's for the sake. but that's like, that's different than fodas, right? Because fodas say is like, screw you. Or not? No sock mic is not working. Ah. Okay, so that apparently, then the volume might be better, like on the other side of the camera. Maybe that's the issue. Are you dismantling that swimming pool soon? It's already, it's like halfway. But you still need to see the video from tomorrow, then you'll see where we're at. I did another pool jump, well not really a jump, but since the phone broke, I don't have footage. So in the video for tomorrow, I'll ask you to imagine a pool jump. I moved yesterday almost 3,000 kilo of building materials, I calculated. 3,000 kilos. Ain't that something? I have some footage from that. Let's do a Zoom meeting next time with 100 people. No, because people want to watch it back also, I hope. Yes, it is for the say, but it's also could be for the say. So both ways are correct, if I'm not mistaken. You're Portuguese, right? You shouldn't be mistaken. I thought you were Portuguese, maybe not. I love your pool jumps. Thanks. I love them also. Let's see if we can do cold plunges into something else this winter. Because I heard that's very healthy. Yes, Cass, you need to hit the needle on the head. Good night, everybody. Thank you for being here. Cass, take care of Alan. Daisy. The Ghost Town crew is barking outside. Do you hear them? Zoe desperately needs some food to calm her down. Ice plunges are healthy if you survive, yes. But I'm a friurente. Like I'm very fast cold. And I don't like it, so it's gonna take some persuasion. Yes, I'm Portuguese born and raised, but I'm better at English than my own language. Oh, I missed it, Lauren. You can watch it back. Like I'll stop the video in like 2 minutes. Then you can watch the whole thing back. It's only you can't ask questions. But we'll soon do another live. I think we're gonna do like one every month or so. That would be like a good rhythm, I think. Let's find some fun locations to do the lives. Listen, Jasper, I'm really disappointed that you don't do the slurps any longer. You're not paying attention because I'm still doing them, only not as regularly. And I try to fool people with them, like I know that people turn off their sound if they see me like raising the cup to my mouth. So then the first time I raise the cup, I don't do a slurp, and then they think, oh, I didn't do a slurp. And then like after 1 minute I take the cup again, and then it's like the end of the clip and you hear like very fast like. So they're still there. Just do a slurp short. I don't think that anybody wants to like see only a slurp short. We need more coffee slurps. Friurente. That is the word, yes. Somebody told me that after the last video. In the pool. Coffee slurp. Yeah, but I have no coffee anymore. And the slurps are fake, guys. It's not like me slurping my coffee like... I did that one time, I recorded it, and now just paste it like on every cup of coffee that I drink. It's not that I slurp my coffee every time. Just a clip, sound clip. I'll be in Portugal in November. Come and say hi. Hello from Croatia. Hi Croatia, AB. Also a beautiful country. Jasper's cool. Thanks, Laurie. Slurps are funny, but not as funny as sneaky farts. Yeah, that goes a little bit too far for me. Like, I did one time, like, when I was working on the toilet, I think when we put in a new toilet, I like made a clip, but I was like just dropping like stones in the toilet, like bloop, bloop, bloop. It has a different dimension, I think, than slurps. I don't know. For me, that's like an extra level. The live was awesome. Thanks, Tara. Thank you for keeping count of the likes. Very welcome. You crack me up. Thanks, Sherry. Lauren is going to come by to say hi. Good. This is it, guys. Nice evening, nice weekend. Tomorrow we have a video about me losing all my footage from a day. It's going to be interesting what the video is going to be about. Who are your new neighbors? Yeah. Maybe watch back a couple of videos from a long time ago and you'll figure it out. It's not people who are from my project, so it's not up to me to tell anything about that. Have a good weekend. Thanks, Maggie. Thanks for the fabulous live. You're welcome. Are they Portuguese? No, they're Brazilian. Pay attention. Tamanhã. Tamanhã. Ciao, guys. I have to turn it off there. Zoe, food! Come here!